Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Zubot. Today I'm going to show you Introductory to Photography, Lesson 1. We're going to be taking a picture of this hand. Now for this lesson I have already set up my camera on a tripod and I have a 50mm lens attached. Okay, step 1 is going to be turning your camera on. Now that my camera is on, I'm going to click this button here so that instead of looking through the little lens, what the camera sees will be displayed on the screen. Like so. Now, let me just move you a bit closer so you can see. So as you can see, the hand is blurry. That means I'm gonna have to adjust my focus. There's a little knob on the side of the lens that allows you to adjust the focus. As you can see, the display button times out after a while. If you don't take a picture, that's okay. You can just push it again. Turning this knob, adjust my focus. Now I want those letters to be very clear, so I'll adjust it like that. Now, framing my picture. I don't like the hand that high up on the frame, so I'm going to simply move my tripod up a bit by cranking it. All right, I'm going to center it like so. Now, there's 3 important things that you can adjust on your camera in order to get the right photo you're looking for. The aperture, the ISO, and the shutter speed. Now, what the shutter speed is how fast your lens is opening and closing. So how long is this lens gonna open and close to expose the light into the camera? Now, really long shutter speeds are good for tripods only, because if you have the lens open for a long period of time and you're just holding the camera, you cannot stop yourself from moving, even if you try as hard as you can. So you're gonna end up with a blurry picture. But if you have a high shutter speed and you have a tripod with a still, you're taking a picture of a still image or a still subject, it can't blur. So that's a good thing to do when you have a tripod. The aperture is the size of the opening of the lens. So a large aperture actually means a small opening, where a big aperture means a small aperture means a big opening. Aperture is also known as f-stop. And another thing with the f-stop is if you have a small hole, a large f-stop, then you're gonna have that really cool camera effect where only one thing is in focus and the rest is blurry. So if you want, a picture like this where maybe I want a lot of detail, I would make the rest blur. But if I was taking a photo of a background or like a landscape, then I would not want just one tree blurry, or one tree in focus and the rest blurry. I want more in focus. You can adjust that with the aperture. Now the last thing is the ISO. The ISO, you want to keep as low as possible for clear photos. Raising the ISO, however, does add a bit of light. So, for example, say I was holding my camera not on a tripod. This would allow me to have less possibility to have a higher shutter speed, because I want a fast shutter speed so I don't blur. I want that hole opening and closing really fast so that the motion blur from my hands is not affecting the camera. And say I want a small opening, which is going to allow for less light and make your photo less bright, then I might have a really dark photo. One way to combat this is ISO. If you turn that up, your camera will automatically make the photo brighter. However, if your ISO is really high, that makes your photo pretty grainy. So my kind of rule of thumb is keep the ISO as low as you possibly can and leave the adjusting of the ISO to last. Now, let's use the principles we just learned. Let's adjust see, what I'm doing now is adjusting the shutter speed, and the camera is automatically showing me how bright the photo is going to be. See what happens when I do an 8-second shutter speed? That means the hole in the camera is going to be open for 8 seconds. That is way too long, and it's way too bright in here to allow that. Now, this is 1/20th of a second. That looks about right. However, I'm going to leave the shutter speed adjustment to last in this case, since I can turn it up as high as I want because I'll have no motion blur either way. So I'm going to adjust my aperture first. Now, in order to do that while in this mode, I have to hold this button down while adjusting this little dial, the shutter speed dial. So now I'm adjusting the aperture. As you can see, it also affects the brightness. I want a high aperture with a small hole. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Turn up my shutter speed a bit to combat it. And that's looking very nice. Let me turn the aperture up even a little more. We're at 20 right now. Now I'm gonna leave it to an 8-second, no, let's go with a 1.3-second shutter speed. If I didn't check this earlier, I'm gonna go out of this mode and adjust my ISO. Now here's my ISO speed. As you can see right now, I'm at 400, and you can go all the way up to 6400 or auto even. But I'm gonna go as low as possibly can, go to 100. Now let's see how that affected the brightness of the photo. Way darker. So since we're on a camera or a tripod, I'm gonna adjust just the shutter speed to a 3.2-second shutter speed. Now that is looking pretty good. And now we're ready to take our photo. Click this button here to display it. And there's our final photo. The colors are very nice. Habitat is very clear. The words on the book. That looks great to me. All right. Thank you guys for paying attention. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.